What is going on, everybody? Welcome to We Play Switch. In this video, we're basically going to discuss E3 2017 predictions. I'm going to give you some fully confirmed predictions and give you some not fully confirmed predictions, but people talked about. And also just talk about some rumors that are out there and see if maybe they'll actually come true. So this year, Nintendo's doing things a little bit different than previous years. First of all, they're not having a full press conference with an audience. They're not doing a digital direct like they did last year. They're calling it a spotlight. At their spotlight stream, this is basically where Nintendo is going to reveal all their plans for this year and the beginning of next year. So they're going to talk about not only games that are fully confirmed that they talked about earlier on, but they're also going to hint out new release games and also give us a little bit of hints of what's down the road. And this is basically where we come in, where we break down our predictions or speculations and what actually Nintendo is going to show at their spotlight. Then the day after the spotlight, they're going to have their usual Treehouse event, where they sit down with developers and they talk about the games that they showed during their spotlight. Now the real meats and potatoes is during the spotlight, where we'll be able to show you what your favorite franchises are coming back for Nintendo. This is basically like the Oscars meets the Super Bowl, where we hope one of our favorite franchises actually do come back for real. So why don't we just dive right in? So Nintendo's basically fully confirmed a bunch of different games during their January 13th press conference when they fully revealed the Nintendo Switch. Some of the few games comes from Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Splatoon 2, Fire Emblem Warriors. They mentioned a little bit of Fire Emblem for the Switch, and they talked a little bit about online services, and we'll go into details on what they're going to show at E3 this year. Again, these are just my predictions, so I hopefully that they do come true, but we'll see what happens. So let's start with Super Mario Odyssey. I honestly think they'll give us a brand new trailer with tons of more content. They'll explain all about the hat and what it actually does. I actually think it's a rabbit, or maybe it's a rabbit. Kidding. No, it's a rabbit. Maybe they'll show off more bosses, they'll hint more Mario characters in the game, maybe Yoshi or Toad, and I believe they're going to give an actual release date of November. Now, I for sure think Super Mario Odyssey is going to be the main focus of this E3, for it's going to be the biggest game for this holiday season. Nintendo's already said that Super Mario Odyssey will be fully playable on the showroom floor at E3. So if you guys are going to E3, then I would strap yourself in line and hopefully they'll give out some cool swag. Now, this is not in any particular order, but I believe next they'll show off Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm thinking they're going to show off a brand new trailer with gameplay. They'll end it with a release date, and yes, I think it's this year, worldwide, December 8th. I'm giving that date because a lot of people on the YouTube thinks that they're not going to be showing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because they think that it's not prepared or ready. I think that the team that worked on Xenoblade is on split to two different teams, and I believe that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is fully done, basically. I just honestly don't think that even Reggie has stated that this game is going to be out in 2017, and they've hinted towards this game coming out many different times that this game is going to be out at 2017. I don't think that they would have hinted so hard on this game being out in 2017. So let's hope that they actually do bring it to us on this year, because honestly, it's definitely one of those bigger games that's going to come out. I also think this game is going to be playable at the E3 showroom floor as well. When they show the trailer, they're going to show a lot of the gameplay mechanics, and you'll be able to play a little bit of a demo of the game. I'm so excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm a huge Xenoblade Chronicles 1 fan, and I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I'm definitely on board with you guys. I'm very excited about it. And when they announced Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I was definitely hesitant on them coming out this year as well. But doing a little bit of research, I saw that they split the teams in half. One of the teams worked on Xenoblade Chronicles X, the other team worked on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I'm sure that they're definitely ready for this game to come out. So next up is Splatoon 2. They've talked about this game quite a bit already. They showed it at the January event. They've had 2 directs on the game. The first announcing Salmon Run. The second direct showing the storyline with Callie. So I don't think they're going to go pretty hard on the Splatoon 2. I think they're going to show a trailer mixing in storyline with multiplayer. I think they're going to show how the voice chat actually works with multiplayer, because that is something that we don't really know very much about. So I think that's going to be a little bit about it. Same with ARMS. I don't think they're going to go very heavy on that game. They've talked a lot about the game. Maybe they'll announce a character, or maybe they'll announce some different modes that you can play with. Next up is going to be Fire Emblem Warriors. I believe they're going to show a full trailer showing gameplay in all its glory, with a mix of a cinematic as well. There will be a DLC pack as well for more Fire Emblem characters that are coming down the road. I believe this game is going to get an October release date. I love Fire Emblem, but I'm not a huge Dynasty Warriors fan. I did try Hyrule Warriors and I wasn't big on it, but I know there are a lot of people that love Dynasty Warriors and they love Fire Emblem, so this is definitely the game for you guys. I do think that they're going to have this game as well on the E3 showroom floor. After they show us Fire Emblem Warriors, they'll probably tease us with a teaser trailer of Fire Emblem for the Switch. I don't think they'll go into depth of what actually the game is, because they probably want to show us in another direct down the road, but they'll probably tease us with around of a date, maybe in spring 2018. Again, these are fully confirmed information, so the next thing is the online service. This just got fully confirmed, more info for us on what the pricing is going to be like. So they're going to go a little bit more in depth what actually the online service is going to entail. I think they're going to talk about cloud saving. They're going to talk about the games that are going to come with the online service. They might give us maybe an actual date of when it's going to start, maybe spring of 2018. There was also a rumor of what you can actually do with your friends, since there's not very much you can do with your friends right now until you can just see what they've actually been playing. So with the online service, maybe they'll talk about what you can do with your friends, like talk to them online through messaging, and maybe they'll go in depth of how you can voice chat with them. The last fully confirmed information that they'll announce is the Zelda DLC pack. They'll definitely push the Zelda DLC pack on us. They'll talk about more of the information that they showed earlier on the first pack that's coming out, I believe, in July. And then they'll talk about the storyline / dungeon pack that will be released more into the winter time. We're really definitely excited about this DLC pack because it adds a lot of content, and for $20 you really can't beat that. Now the next is not fully confirmed, but they've actually talked about, not just them talked about, or it's been leaked in some sort of manner. The first game is Pikmin 4. So they've definitely talked a lot about Pikmin 4. They've said that Pikmin 4 is coming at some point in time. I believe that they were ready for the Wii U version of it to be pushed out, but since the Wii U didn't do very well, it's going to be pushed to the Switch. They're going to show a brand new trailer of Pikmin 4 of its gorgeous HD. This game will come out this year. I'm going to say October of this year because it's already been done. They haven't talked very much about it. Maybe they didn't talk about it at the January event because they wanted to save it for E3. So this is the way that they're going to show it, and October is the date that's going to release. I'm really excited for a new Pikmin game. Pikmin 3 was amazing. Love the multiplayer. Hopefully they can bring the multiplayer back to Pikmin 4, and maybe they'll show that in the trailer. I also think that Pikmin 4 is going to be fully playable on the E3 showroom floor. I know that I said there's a lot of games that are able to be played at the E3 showroom floor, but if you take a look at the E3 floor panel, Nintendo's area is huge. There's over 32,000 square feet. I just feel like with that big of a space, Nintendo definitely has the ability to show a bunch of different games that they are going to announce, and Pikmin 4 I think is going to be among of them. They haven't fully confirmed Virtual Console, but they definitely talked about bringing it to the Nintendo Switch. So I believe they're going to have a sizzle reel with a bunch of GameCube games and Super Nintendo and NES games, and maybe Nintendo 64 games. They're going to show 3 games coming this year: Super Mario Sunshine, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Luigi's Mansion, and with more coming soon. I believe the GameCube adapter will work on the Nintendo Switch only in dock mode. I believe the 3 games that they announced, the Super Mario game, the Luigi's Mansion, and Super Smash Bros. Melee, will come out in August. The next game is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Yes, the leaks were 100% true. This game is created by Ubisoft's 2 development team, and it's a turn-based strategy RPG game. It's kind of like this goofy XCOM game set in the Mario universe, and it uses the crazy funny rabbits and that they're helping out, using selfies and dabs. Yes, dabs. Oh god, what is Nintendo's going into? But I'm pretty excited for this game because it's a turn-based Mario game with blasters. And I believe this game is going to be in fall of 2017. I'm going to say September. So the next set of games are not confirmed at all, and they're just completely rumors. The first game is Metroid. I believe they will announce one Metroid game that is not developed by Retro Studios. It will not be Metroid Prime. It will be a whole different Metroid game on the Switch. This game will be slated for 2018. I'm not sure if they're going to give us a spring, fall of 2018, but I believe it's at least going to be in 2018. There was rumors that they are creating 2 Metroid games. I think that they still are creating 2 Metroid games, but one is going to be for the Switch, and then the other one's going to be for the Nintendo 3DS. I believe the Metroid game that's not developed by Retro Studios is going to be an open world type of Metroid game, and that the Metroid game for the 3DS is going to be a 2D side-scroller, kind of like the original Metroid game. So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, if Retro is not working on Metroid, what are they working on? So this leads me to my next actual, not confirmed game, but just a rumor. I believe Retro is not working on a Metroid game, like I said before, but they're actually making a brand new IP for Nintendo. I'm not too sure what the actual IP is. I just think it's going to be a completely brand new IP, and the game will come out in 2018. Next game I think they're going to show off is Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch. They've already talked about Animal Crossing coming to the mobile side of things, but it's been quite a bit since New Leaf's come out, and I think it's ready for another Animal Crossing game. Maybe the Animal Crossing mobile game will be shown at E3. They'll be tied into the Animal Crossing game for the Nintendo Switch. Though the team worked on Splatoon and probably worked a little bit on Splatoon 2, I don't think the whole development team actually worked on Splatoon 2. I believe they took some of the team and they worked on Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch. So I still think that they are going to be showing an Animal Crossing game for the Switch, but it's not going to be ready until 2018. My last game for not confirmed, but just a complete rumor, Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. Yes, Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. They don't have to do anything crazy because the other games were for the Nintendo 3DS or for the Wii U. So I believe they're going to be putting a new challenger approaches, and it'll pop up and the crowd will go wild, and it'll be Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. It will be a complete port from the Wii U. It'll have all the content for the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U version, and that you will also be able to play it with the GameCube controllers, because obviously they talked a little bit about the adapter being worked with the Nintendo Switch, and that this game is going to come out in 2018 as well. I also definitely think that they're going to show off some new characters as well, with new stages and new music. The new characters I think are going to be Shovel Knight, Shantae, Ice Climbers, and Wolf. Those are the official characters I think they're going to show off. So my last thing are games that I think that should be shown, but are very, very highly unlikely. Pokemon Stars. So there's been rumors that Pokemon Stars was supposed to come out. They traditionally don't show Pokemon games at E3. They usually show it on a separate video, like a direct or a separate type of press conference. I don't think Pokemon Stars is going to be for the Nintendo Switch. I really want it to be for the Nintendo Switch. There's been an interview with the producer of Pokemon, and they just said that they don't know how they're going to be able to incorporate a Pokemon Stars game with the Nintendo Switch. They're still kind of diving deep and trying to figure that out. They might actually want to make a full-fledged Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, and maybe not a half-ass Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. So I don't think that's going to be shown, but I think they should show it. Next is going to be Final Fantasy 15. I think that since they have a good ties with Square Enix, this would be a perfect time to show off third party and show off Square Enix Final Fantasy 15 game. They said that this would be able to work on their system, so why not show it? Next, I think, is Zelda Skyward Sword HD remake. They've already did Twilight Princess. Why not give us a Zelda Skyward Sword game, and maybe it come out in 2018, since there isn't any Zelda game coming out in 2018 that we know of. So that is really all I have for my predictions and speculations and what E3 or Nintendo's E3 is going to be all about. So let me just run a little quickly of what Nintendo's lineup is going to be for the rest of this year. You got Splatoon 2 in July. You get the Virtual Consoles games coming in August. You have Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle coming in September. You got Pikmin 4 / Fire Emblem Warriors in October. You got Super Mario Odyssey in November. And then you have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in December. Nintendo will have a full-fledged lineup of games coming this year. So I think they're going to be completely busy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is true? And please comment down below, and what do you think that your predictions are? So I did a E3 Q&A questions for our Nintendo Switch Facebook group and the We Play Switch Facebook page. And I asked, what's your questions? And maybe I'll be able to answer it for you guys. So we have different members from the group. I'll call you guys out by name. We have Pedro. He asked, more AAA third-party support. Tired of the Nindie support. I definitely agree, Pedro. I think that AAA third-party support is a huge deal for Nintendo. I think that this will leave the other third-party developers to talk about their Nintendo games at their press conference. I don't know if the E3 spotlight will be that right moment for them, though maybe they'll show some games like Skyrim and Battlefield or Call of Duty. Maybe they'll throw those games in there. Not too sure. Alex Greer says, is Battlefront 2 or a special version of it coming to the Nintendo Switch? Maybe. Battlefront 2 is a huge game that I hope that would come to the Nintendo Switch. I hope any AAA game, third-party game, would come to the Nintendo Switch. So I definitely agree with you. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Dahia asks, hopefully we'll play Paper Mario Thousand Year Dragon again. Hey, I definitely agree. It's one of my favorite Paper Mario games. Hopefully it comes to the Nintendo Switch. I don't think it'll come this year, but I think in the years to come, they'll definitely make a Paper Mario game. Bella and Nate and a whole bunch of other people definitely want Smash to come to the Nintendo Switch. I think it's coming. I don't think it's coming this year. I think it's going to come next year because they'll have a full-fledged lineup of games coming this year. I don't know if you should save Super Smash Bros. Coming this year. I think this year is fully packed with enough as it is. But I definitely know they're going to showcase at this E3 that Smash is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. Christopher Clark says, remaster of old games, Mother and Metroid, Pokemon Stars, and of course Smash. I think that they should remaster a bunch of games. Maybe Super Mario Mii Maker. Maybe that was a big rumor that was coming to the Nintendo Switch. Mother 3, that would be huge news. I should have added that to my not confirmed and hopefully high hopes. Hopefully they bring Mother 3 to the Nintendo Switch. I know that's one of those games that the crowd will go crazy for. And of course, Metroid. I think that Metroid is going to come, for sure. Brian Schuler says, expecting new announced games for Nintendo like Smash Brothers Deluxe, hopefully Pokemon, Metroid, Mario Party for the Switch, then hopefully lots of third-party support. They will hype up ARMS, Splatoon 2, and Mario Odyssey. I completely agree, Brian. I think that what you definitely said is what they're going to announce. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much for joining in and asking the questions. And thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please like our We Play Switch Facebook page. We definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got for you guys. Please stay tuned. We'll have tons of more E3 Nintendo news for the Nintendo Switch. My name is Justin, and until next time, always have fun switching it up.